How's everybody doing? My name is Kurt Friedrich and I'm the owner-driver for CFRacing, and welcome to our 9th pre-race video of the 2024 season. I don't know how much of what you guys can see inside this video, but yes, our race shop is a complete mess. I got kids' toys all over the place. I got dust from drilling all over the place. I got go-kart parts all over the place and tools all over the place. That's because we are knee-deep, neck-deep in getting ready for our next race. And I'll get into all that when we talk about what we've been working on in that segment of the video. First off, I want to thank our sponsors. Krista Murphy with Meraki Realty, brokered by Real. Krista Murphy is a real estate agent here in the Richmond area. She does a lot of stuff with the Richmond community and also does a lot with military service within the Richmond community. So if anybody's needing help with buying or selling a home, reach out to her. I'll put her contact information in the description below, and she'll be glad to help you with your real estate needs. I also want to thank Gems by Danny on eBay for their continued support. Gems by Danny on eBay is an online sales store. Basically, they sell cheap gemstones and cheap settings for buyers who want to put a little bit of their custom do-it-yourself touch to their jewelry pieces. So please check out their website for some of your jewelry needs. I also want to thank Black Hat Speed for their help with the engine work with the Ducar that we're running this week. He's been doing some hard work trying to get this engine ready for us to run it, test it out, and also helping out with other parts of the go-kart. And we'll get into that a little bit later on as well. So what we have going this week, so we're returning back to the Capital City Speedway. We are going to race Ducar 375 and Ducar 400. And what we've been working on, well, that's the story of the past few weeks. I don't know if I've been mentioning it in some of the other videos, but I've been in the market to get a newer go-kart, been in the market to get a new Recon, newer Recon. So I came across the opportunity to get a 2024 Recon. I want to thank James Stanley with Stanley-Racing chassis for helping setting this up where I can get this go-kart. It's a known go-kart. We know it's from a reputable source, and we know it's a good go-kart. We expect to do great things with it. But we've had a lot going on with it. Had some shipping incidences with the go-kart arriving here. Forklift driver decided to put one of the forklifts through the box and pick it up by the go-kart inside of it and not actually by the pallet. So bent the front bumper, also busted the seat. And again, I want to thank James and Phantom Race PRC for helping with putting in the claim and helping to replace those parts. And they sent us a new seat and a new front bumper mount to replace those. So yeah, that's part of what we've been doing. Is we had to mount a new seat. I didn't really move any of the pieces that he had already had. It's the same seat size as what I had or what he had on it. So basically, all it was mounting a new seat in the go-kart. We also had to mount our body onto the go-kart, so we've been working on that. Took the go-kart up to Cameron Wood's place, and Tim Hammock helped us out with putting the go-kart on the scales and checking the front end and checking the weights and choosing the weight placements. So we've also been working on mounting the weight on the go-kart, and I think we're pretty much done with that for this week. And I may drill a couple more holes for future races, and then also going through and checking all the nuts and bolts on the go-kart. Again, I know it's from a reputable source, but whenever you're getting a new go-kart that's been run or put together from anybody else, I printed off my checklist and been going through and checking all the bolts. We still got a few more to check. Hoping to have that wrapped up tonight. And I'll say that they've done a good job. There hasn't been anything that I have found loose or questionable. Everything has been up to speed. So again, appreciate them for sending over some good quality go-kart. Our goals for this weekend is basically where we've been all along. Again, I'm going to break out the broken record, finishing all the races. Our last race, one of the races we didn't finish due to some engine trouble. We did finish the second race, but this weekend we expect to finish all races. learn how the Ducar classes race. It's a little bit different in the clones, and you just got to drive a little bit differently. You got to drive in the pack a little bit differently. So there's another skill set that I'm going to have to learn with racing with the Ducars. And then also learn how this Recon drives. I really don't know what to expect. I have sat in the go-kart, and it actually feels more comfortable than the Seraph did. But otherwise, the pedals and the way everything is positioned and seated, I really don't think it's the same steering wheel, other than where the tachometer is. I don't think I will actually really notice physical difference from being in the seat, but how it drives will definitely be different. So we got to learn how the Recon drives, and then areas to improve. Also learn how the Ducar classes race. Again, that goes back to what I was saying a minute ago. It's another skill set racing with these Ducars than it is with racing the clones. So those are our goals and our areas to improve, and basically really looking forward to this weekend and really have some high expectations. Now, are we expecting to go out there and win this weekend? No, we're not expecting to go out there and win this weekend, but we expect to show some massive improvements. We expect to go in there and race and be competitive and do a massive close of that gap that we have with the Seraph. With go-kart racing, some days you're way off and some days you're spot on. This weekend we may be way off. So even if we are off a little bit, no need to be discouraged, but we definitely expect to be in the pack and closing that gap with the other racers. So that's what we're looking for this weekend, and hope to have some good stories to come back and tell in the post-race video. So with all that being said, again, I want to thank our sponsors, Krista Murphy with Meraki Realty, brokered by Real, Jim's by Daniel on eBay, and also Black Hat Speed. Again, he's been doing our motors, but they've also been helping me out in other areas, and I asked him if we could put a sticker on the side of the go-kart. So he's working on getting us some stickers to put on the side of our go-kart. Any additional associate sponsors would be greatly appreciated. So if anybody's interested in getting a little bit more exposure for their company, we'd be glad to help promote your brand. And always remember, when you put a sticker on the side of our go-kart or the side of our trailer, you're not just putting a sticker on our stuff, you're also considered a member of the team. I also want to thank our help, Cameron Wood and his group. Special thanks with Tim Hammock and Justin Collier. Justin Collier, he's the owner of Black Hat Speed. So that whole group, I want to thank them for their help. And also want to thank my wife, Malou. She's been drilling some holes and turning some wrenches on this go-kart, being a big help on helping me get this thing ready for taking to the track. And also I want to thank her for filming this video. And also don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, share, all of the above. And we'll see you guys in a few days for the post-race video. Till then, take it easy.